Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars week 100, and I've been saying it all week and I still forget what day it is. A week 100 and it's not loading either. 118? Because somewhere's around there, some big number. Day 6. Anyway, so as far as what we're doing today, we are going to be messing around with a couple things. Obviously, first things first, Guild War. It is Green Day on PC Mobile. So we'll be doing it. 118, I was right. Okay, it was 118. It popped up finally. Also, we only lost one day. Should be able to hopefully win today. I could go through my XP booster for full value as well. And it's kind of weird. Like, you see this and you think, like, okay, we're probably, like, you know, top 3, top 4. Nope, we are bottom 5 somehow. Despite having won every Guild War day, except for one. Not sure how that happened, but it has happened. So, yeah, not too big a deal. Because obviously, the main thing that matters is this. However many green swords are shown here, particularly on this day and this day, are the two most important ones. As this one allows you to use all the ones from the previous week on Wednesday, which is that day. And then this one allows you to use all of them on Sunday, if you haven't already, which we kind of already at this point since we were on a winning streak. However, it allows you to use any of them that you haven't done on the other days on this day. So you could literally only win this day and this day, which is Tuesday and Saturday, and you will still be able to claim every single EXP boost from a Guild War for full value, and all the ones from the previous week for full value. So that's pretty much a strategy with it. Win this day and that day. Win Tuesday and Saturday, and you'll be good to go. Anyways, before we go into Green Guild War and all that, we got some spoilers to go over. How much so, I'm not sure. We'll go over all the basic stuff first. I'll try not to make it too long, because otherwise we're going to be going over the entirety of version 7.3. Because we do have the 7.3 update, most likely on Tuesday, like near guaranteed. Like there's like a 99% chance it is happening. So we're going to very briefly go over that. We'll be covering it probably full comprehensively on like Wednesday once it's actually out and we can see it everything in game and, you know, show it directly and stuff like that. Because I feel like going through those patch notes just won't do it much justice, but we will ever so briefly kind of skim over it, but not that long. But anyways, we got a lot of things going on next week. Most notably, obviously, version 7.3. However, other things, we do still have a standard event. So we're going to be getting the Arcane Sabercat. This is a green, purple 12 mana cost troop from that of Silverglade. So we do have a Silverglade event. It is one step closer to 30 star, and if you haven't already gotten other milestones like 5 star, 10 star, 20 star, good idea to do so. Permanent magic bonus that you can end up getting. So this thing ends up creating a mix of red and purple gems, 12 of them. Enchants all red allies, which I would assume in... Actually, then again, it itself is not a red. So you can't use it on Red Guild War Day. And then burns all red enemies. What is the point of this? I'm just reading through it now. I just now realized it does not use red. That is very bad. Even if it did use red, I still feel like that'd be really bad. But especially without using red, that is horrific. So yeah, another dead content troop, unfortunately. Oh no, we keep getting some good ones, and then they make stuff like that, and it's like, why? Why? Why does it exist? Anyways, we have a world event in a way that confuses me. What is this? Placeholders? Wait, what? Okay, I need to read through this. This looks different than normal. There are 6 battles that players may encounter during the event. Flesh Golem, Tempura, Daughter of Time, the Silken Queen, Keeper of Souls, and Kronos. The first 5 battles are randomly chosen, but they all have an equal chance of appearing on the map. The battle against Kronos will only appear after you win 4 battles. After feeding him, all of the battles reset. So you're going to want to make sure to do it in multiplier order. Where are the other 3? What happened? You may encounter the following rewards for each of the different battles you encounter. The Flesh Golem, the Tempura, the Daughter of Time, and then 3 placeholders for the other 3. Well, we know Flesh Golem's the worst, so honestly, that's the main info we need. Just don't take Flesh Golem, and if you can help it, also don't take Tempura, and you'll be good to go. Why does it say 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes? I guess you're gaining time during this event. I guess that makes sense. Because the whole thing is based on Hourglass Gems, so you're getting time. So your currency that you're earning is minutes. You're not literally earning minutes of any kind, but you're earning minutes in the sense that it's the weird... You're not earning minutes, but you're earning minutes, if that makes sense. Like, you're not earning minutes towards something, you're earning minutes as a currency, but as minutes as a currency doesn't do anything other than give you points for the mode. And it's how many points each one gives. Each minute gives you 2 points. And each chime gives you 5 points. And how many chimes do you get? I have no clue. It doesn't say here. How did they not even post that? Anyways, let's go look at the other weekly thing. So as far as the calendar, and honestly, I feel like this one might be slightly more up to date than Terran's World, but we'll find out next week. We have the Silverglade, which is taking place obviously next week. We already just saw that. We'll have the standard Silver Necropolis event on Tuesday, which is actually really relevant for any of you that don't know. That's when you get Life and Death. So if you haven't picked up Life and Death yet, this is actually like the third time this year I feel like it's been available. But if you haven't picked up Life and Death yet, definitely make sure to do so. It's definitely going to be the last time this year you'll be able to get it, and will probably be the last time until like the summer at the earliest you'll probably be able to get it again. So definitely make sure to get it. It's only available on Tuesday. It's not available on any other day. All the things that are normally in Soulforge are a whole week, but specifically the faction weapon is only ever available on that Tuesday, and this one's an actually good faction weapon. This Wednesday we'll be getting the Christmas pet for 2023. Then we just have the Archmage's Hero class, which is actually pretty good. Has +3 purple, 50% mana star, arcane for extra magic. A lot of good things going for it. One of the more noteworthy things happening next week, we have a Vault Weekend. So that's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're going to be having a Vault Weekend across all 3 of those days, of course. And great time to grind. Also great time to get the rest of the resources for the Celestial Dragons, as they are probably being released on Tuesday. Because you know what's being released on Tuesday? The patch 7.3. This isn't confirmed, but it's basically confirmed. Unless they like pull it on Monday somehow. But it is pretty much 100% happening this Tuesday. Like 99% chance, if not higher. So patch that day, new pet the following day. Cover a video going over a bunch of stuff on the patch as well as that day. And if we get the Celestial Dragons, hopefully by Thursday we'll have a video covering all the Celestial Dragons, most notably the 6-colored one, assuming we have the resources to get it. Will we? I have no clue. But if we don't end up getting it by the first day, essentially, we will go and grind Dragonites on all of the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday during the Vault Weekend, as we'll try to catch up on Dragonite then. And then hopefully going into Monday or Tuesday or so after we go open all those Vault Keys. Speaking of which, we'll be opening a ton of Vault Keys this stream. But once we go open all those Vault Keys on Monday, Tuesday during that, we should by somewheres in this area have the Celestial Dragon. So if we don't have it by this day, we will hopefully have it by this day. That is the game plan. So it might be a 1 week delay on those, but hopefully we'll get them on day one. It really just depends on the luck of the draw and the orb thingies, or the little egg thingies. But that's pretty much the game plan. And that's pretty much next week. Is there anything else to really go over? Oh no, I just want to go read the whole 7.3 patch notes. We've kind of gone over this so much, I kind of don't want to waste too much time on it this stream. But long story short, they're doing a PvP rework. We'll explain it pretty in depth on Wednesday. And if you haven't already seen the preview video, they also pretty much explain everything for the most part. The only thing that's really in here, and unless I missed something really obvious, the only things that are really in here are like some of the achievements that they didn't show during the video, and like a couple small things like that, like some of the bug fixes. But most of it's just all info we already know from the video itself. But anyways, let's go and mess around with things now. So we, of course, have Green Guild War today. And let's go do Green Guild War. But before we do, let's go say hello to everyone. Hello. Let me start from the top. Hello, yeah. Hello, Bill. Hello, Lesta. Hello, Sushi Ninja. Hello, Chad. Hello, Outlander. Hello, Tyrion. Hello, Frank. Just reading through chat. Hello, Logic Slayer. Hello, Maximus. Hello, Isabel. Hello. Oh gosh, need a burp. I can't burp. Hello, Sushi Ninja. Hello, Outlander. Hello, Vanessa. Hello too. Hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so next order of business. Let's do some Green Guild Wall. Should we go the risky team or the very safe team? Very safe team is something related around Beatrix and or Weaver, which I'm pretty sure is the entire team. Yes, it is. The more offensive team would be like run Wild Queen or something. Actually, I haven't ran the more offensive team for this in a very long time. The problem is freeze. I feel like freeze is the main thing that keeps me from running Wild Queen. And still to this day, the reason that I don't really run Wild Queen and run Beatrix instead. Because every single time we ever go the Wild Queen build, like it'll work 1 week for like 9,670 points or something. And then the very next week, we will get frozen to some degree and lose like 1, if not 2 fights. It happens every single time we switch into it. We'll do amazing the first week, and then immediately after, it's like, nope. It's completely destroyed. But anyways, I think we're fine with this. I don't really see anything I really want to switch around. Elementalist, Beatrix, Arachnian Weaver, Leprechaun. It does not score the highest, but it scores pretty safely. And that is the game plan with this thing. Don't think we need to change anything. Is indeed Green Day. Let's go with it. So, hello, Tangy. Hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome. What do we need here? What do we need? What do we need? Leprechaun. Do we go Leprechaun? He has Cleanse. Alright, that's fine. I just explode everything, get all of our mana, and we win. Step 1 didn't happen. Step 1, hero die instantly. I see. That's an interesting strategy. I think we can make it work, though. Okay, we'll take that one over. Grab our Beatrix again. Honestly, that strategy may have worked. Oh, nope, no, it didn't. Okay. I see the strategy now. Let our whole team die. No, let's see. Does he get a hit? He does not get the hit on the right one. However, they are in kill range. That's good. We'd love to see it. I'll try double cascade here. Did we get it? We did not. However, I can weaver that, get our resummon, get our double web spinners, and now it's like nothing happened. Well, can he stop one-shotting for 5 seconds? Gosh, I think it's a lot of damage. Just for a few seconds, stop one-shotting the team, and then I can go win real quick. There we go. Thank you. Well, that was not ideal. Let me guess. Every single one of them is that team. This is why we run Elementalist, so we can get Entangle. Problem, we didn't get Entangle. Or apparently Barrier, because it killed us. Okay, yeah, they're running that as every single team. I see. They're running Sister Superior to get rid of Entangle and everything. Interesting. I almost want to run a Mana Drain for it now. Well, what does he have? Yellow Alignment? That's going to do nothing. I was just going to let him have it. He's not going to do anything with that. So we'll do that, he'll do that, and then boom, nothing. Now I just explode the board. Ideally, that would get rid of every Skull Alignment he has, but we'll do that. He doesn't have Enrage yet. He doesn't have any Skull Poke either. He doesn't have Gem or Skull Creation either, like the other team had. If I could just take a Barrier on Brown, we should be golden at this point. He can let me have one. Casting Weaver here does very little to pretty much nothing. We'll take that for now. Does he give me a Brown? He does not give me a Brown. He does give me a Skull, but he has Skull Extra Turn Alignment, which is not ideal. And I have no way to stop it. Because if I take that, he still has 5 times. Actually, if it's better, just give him the 4 times at this point. So that's kind of scary. I could try for Brown from Sky, but then we give him Blue Extra Turn over there. I could take this, but that's not going to do anything because he's still going to get alignment on the other thing. But I still feel like I should poke him, so we'll go for it. Go do a thing. We already saw that coming. That one was going to be inevitable after. We now have enough skull damage to kill the one. We then get a web spinner. We then kill everything else, and we win. It looks very sketchy, but this is actually fine. This is perfectly fine. This is why we run this team. This is actually... That troop right there is the reason I run this team on this Guild War day. Because it's really, really good at not losing. And we need that when they're going to one-shot our whole team. Do I go Weaver now? I could use some Weavers. Could use the Weaver value. Just got to do that one more time and then we win. Problem is doing that one more time. We should be fine now. Skull kills that. We get a web spinner from it. We go for another Weaver. That's match. And there we go. And it's dead. Get our explosions. Double summon. And it's like nothing happens. Ignore the billions of deaths that occurred. Alright, next. Oh good, finally. Okay, this should be a lot easier. He's running Infinite Loop Goblin. We have freeze. So as long as we hit freeze, we win. It's over already. He doesn't have any Empower Convert either, which is nice, which is one big downside of pure Goblin team. There's currently not really an Empower method for them. It looks like we got everything rolling before they could even start, so that's match. We throw down to you, get everything disabled, go for a billion Beatrixes. Ideally with extra turns would be cool. We'll throw that down just to make sure you don't do anything either. And now we can get it going. Or not. Beatrix, you're not supposed to fail this many times! Beatrix. I'm keeping you just for the cleanse. Wait, did he get Infinite Loop? He should be frozen on the other guy right now. So that's not stopping all of his static extra turns. Alright, Hero Stealthy, so we can't do that. He has enough to get by as well, so we'll do that on you. I was gonna say, that better not be the exact moment we get the 10% trigger. But we should be fine. We should just Beatrix Weaver dead. Actually, I might just double... actually, we can still go for it. There we go. We're having some really weird fights today, I do have to say. But, hey, it's not losing. That's the point of this team. The goal is to not lose. The goal is not to win. The goal is to not lose. No. Honestly, I should go back to the super, like, auto-win, super high-score green team. It's just every time I do, I feel like that's the exact time everything goes wrong. What do I need here? I can't cascade that. Actually, I can cascade that. It's not an extra turn, but it is a lot of value. All I have to do is land an extra turn and we won. Let me go for Beatrix first. Good. Alright, we won. Alright, do I Essence of Evil anything? Does it even matter? Not really. I do need to get Beatrix disabled, though, if we can. Which, at this point, I might as well just throw Essence of Evil at it. There we go. Problem solved. Alright, and now we click Beatrix until we win. Or until it misses immediately. That is also fine. And that should be a match. I should have done Beatrix for that, but I guess it didn't really matter. We actually got more score from Take It to School, I think. But we did get less mana accumulation from it, but we would have done more damage with the skull. Alright, final fight. Another Savage Hunter, very safe, keep the Savage Hunter to auto-win kind of team. This one is really important that we take a brown to barrier our hero, which is exactly why the starting board has 0 browns that we can take. Most important thing, take a brown. Starting board, 5 total browns, actually 6. A little unfortunate there. Yeah, hero's already dead. Well, that's not ideal. Oh, another rematch of this. What do we need? I guess I have to take Skull here. Like, I can't not take Skull in this situation. Problem is, he gets so much value, and we're not going to be able to get up quick enough. I have to take a purple or a yellow here. Biggest issue with that is I'm not sure if I have enough damage to double cast. I'm actually slightly short on magic. Which means I think we lose, unless I can get a Beatrix off before we die. But we're not going to get a Beatrix off before we die. Yep. Nope. Alright, Leprechaun. I just need you to solo this whole battle. Gosh, the Savage Hunter team. It got us. I think the biggest issue was the lack of brown on the starting board. I'm not sure how to play around that. And I think we die here. Hey, safe team didn't win. Oh, that's sad. Oh, we lost twice. Right at the beginning and right at the end. And is that the only two? I think so. Oh, no, we actually won in the middle. Wait, what? How did we lose on that day? Wait. What day was that? Brown Day? How on earth did we lose on Brown Day? Brown Day has, like, so many safe things. I think it was Brown Day. It would have been whatever 2 days ago was. Which, yeah, that was Brown Day. How did that happen? Anyways, there we go. Safe team was not enough. Same team got you too. Yeah, the biggest issue with that is if you don't have a brown to take on starting board and your Leprechaun misses, you kind of just lose. Like, you need one or the other. You need either a brown that you can swipe so you get barrier, so you don't get one-shotted on hero, or you need to get a good Leprechaun. You need one or both. Getting neither is pretty much death, unless you get like an extra turn 5 times the following turn or something. Yeah, it's a very scary team. Mostly, oddly enough, Sister Superior is the main scary thing on it. You can carry mana drain for it with like Spirit Fox and stuff like that, but it's not really worth going out of our way just to drain its mana. But you could. It is an option. Like, we could literally replace Weaver with a Spirit Fox if we see that team. Because our biggest goal is to get rid of the cleanse, oddly enough, so that we can entangle first slot. But it can still kill you turn 1, though, if you don't have a brown taken from that. Anyways. Alright, so, next thing. Let's go and... I don't need that pet. Oh, only 2 minutes left. Though, of course, we already have it. Max. If that was one we needed, that would be unfortunate. Alright, let's go clear out some of the dailies. Start with dungeons. And before I forget, because I think I may have yesterday, let me buy my Dragonite. Also, it's Sunday, so always make sure to buy your little 50 gem pack up there. You can technically do that every day, though it's insanely good value on Sundays particularly. Oh, well, we already hit a trap. Well, come on. Where's my free extra Dragonite that we need for the patch coming out tomorrow? I mean, on Tuesday. Though there is a small chance it comes out tomorrow night. Though it's most likely Tuesday night. Like they normally do. Okay, let's just bring out Zolgoth team, I guess. Maybe Spider Swarm can prevent. I think one thing we could try to do if we ever do see that team again is offset hero by 1. Just so it's not in first slot. Like, literally put Leprechaun in first slot would be fine. Almost comparatively. Like, it blocks you on mana, but it would still give you mana. Because hero surviving for at least a turn is very important on that team. Because you have to be able to re-entangle it after the cleanse from Sister Superior. And if your hero immediately dies because it wasn't able to take a brown, you can't do that. I said hello, Gerudo. Hope all's been well. So hello, Jason. Welcome, welcome. Alright, what do we need here? Leprechaun, as per usual. When is it not Leprechaun? But there are some times you don't actually immediately click Leprechaun if you are starting with it. It's very rare, but there are times you would. Especially in Guild War. Like, I think we didn't actually on the first battle there. Because they had, actually it was the second battle. Because they had convert yellow to skull. But it already didn't have alignment, so we held our Leprechaun to wait until they wasted their ability and then use their Leprechaun. Well, most general fights like this, you pretty much just click it immediately. Though I'm really curious to see how new PvP is going to work. Because there basically is no such thing as defend teams anymore. Meaning every battle, in theory, like, it's basically going to average out every fight. You know how currently PvP is, like, every single fight is either the most annoying thing in existence or 4 firebomb? We're now going to have everything basically evened out. You're not going to get anything like 4 firebombs, but you're also not going to get, like, the most annoying meta you've ever seen. So we're going to get, like, a nice in-between for every single battle. Because every single person's battle that you should be fighting should be other people's teams that they used to actually fight. And if that ends up being the case, which it seems like it probably will be, then it's going to be a lot easier as far as what you need to end up battling. Because you're going to be battling teams that are not set up to be defend teams. You're battling teams that other people are using offensively. And while some of them might be good teams, obviously, especially depending on what it is, it might still overlap. Because obviously a 4x Goblin team on defend is basically the same thing as a 4x Goblin team on offense. However, for a lot of categories, that will make the teams weaker, which will mean you'll be able to have a better chance of winning. So it'll make the average PvP team a lot more bearable. Anyways, let's go and unlike Guild War. I think the biggest issue with Guild War a lot of times too is this is an uneven playing field where the defend team can be anything, whereas your your offense team is very restricted. It's not like both are restricted to be pure color or anything like that. Like it is for PvP. We're actually going to get to see that actually for the first time. That's not really something we've gotten to see. Also, Grey King is going to become really meta all of a sudden. Because there are actually going to be 3 colors now. Where... Actually, Grey King is going to become absurdly meta. Because before, the biggest issue with Grey King Guild War, for example, is you would never set it on defend. Because the AI is so bad with it. So you would never set it on brown defend or blue defend or purple defend. Thinking like, oh, it'll, deny out its color and, be good to go. The AI will never use it correctly. However, you can't use it offensively either in Guild War. And the reason being is, let's say I want to use it on Purple Guild War Day. They're not going to be using 4 purple. You'll be lucky if they're using 2 purple, maybe 3 at absolute max. They're likely going to be using 1 or 2 purple, which is Book and realistically Leprechaun or Throw. Or, maybe they'll use all 3. However, they're realistically using like Leprechaun, Book with like 2 other things, most likely. So you're only going to be able to do it onto 2 of them. However, during PvP, if you have both teams restricted to the same color, on purple, brown, and blue, for a new PvP that's coming out next patch, he will be really good on half the colors in the game. Like, it's actually insane how valuable he's going to be. Because on all 3 of those, he can get 4 times silence, 4 times mana drain, and what's his other effect? 4 times freeze, I believe it is. Which is really good value. Plus hit full AoE true damage. Also, if I'm not mistaken, he has a hitting independent true damage as well. Meaning, even if the entire enemy team is submerged, he will still hit all 4. Because he actually hits each individual enemy separately, rather than all simultaneously. Even if he's hitting all 4. So Submerge does not actually negate his ability, even if he hits everything at once. So he's really good for half the days, just from that. There'll be a lot of situations like that. Like, trips that were kind of made to be used like that, but never really had an opportunity to be, are going to be really good for that. The only problem with that, you know what else is going to be really good? Books. The one thing that's going to be really funny, though, is you generally don't ever run Book offensively. It's generally considered a Guild War, defense team. But one thing that's going to be really funny starting next patch is you can actually run Book as an offensive option. Because if you're running on yellow and your entire enemy team is yellow, well, you could just get the same value from Book that, your normal team would if you were to set it on defend. You will be restricted to making it pure color, but we're getting increasingly more ways to be able to build that into pure color. Like, look at the Strix team. Look at the, the red dragon one. Any of those infinite loop ones. We have an infinite loop for each color, some of which better than others. But imagine that, like a team of, actually we pretty much already make it right here. Like literally the team would end up being, not that. Do I not have a save for any of these? Like the team would end up being the following. Like if you were to build a Book yellow team to face another yellow team, it would be Egress, Ecatl, Stormcaller with Book, and then like one other option. Like Stormcaller with, I'm not sure what book is called here. Yellow, all color, tome. Tome of something. Doom Scripture. You would just do that, and, I don't know, I guess there's a little bit of offense. Probably go a little bit of, bit of finesse. Actually, he's probably right here. Where is he? Where's the finesse? Where's the finesse in all this mess? There it is, finesse. Like, that would be your team. Like, that's literally just yellow day now. You just do this immediately, click this, Doom Book until the enemy team is dead, and you won. That's all you have to do. You can even do it like this if you wanted to be tankier. Or take your book a little bit longer to get up, but not that much longer. Just one more Egress cast and you're good to go. And that puts an entire tank in front of your book that has 50% score reduction. And a bunch of stats that will gain by then. And if you want to play it even safer, you could actually put the Ecatl in first and just hope you overfill into Egress. Though you can also just risk your Egress in first, given that it has 2 times skull damage and everything else. It doesn't have free summon though, is the only problem with this. But yeah, you can literally just run this and you're good to go. Like, this is literally like yellow PvP team now. And a lot of the other ones will be built pretty similarly. Assuming they have a build to do so. Not all of them have a, as simple as a build to go into that. Like, Strix's do. Well, obviously you don't have to build it pure Strix, but, you know, for the booster issue, you kind of do. The main thing there is pure yellow, not pure Strix. Though, actually, you could technically run it for both. Well, maybe not both. Because you can't run Yellow Book against, pure Strix. But you can run Yellow Book against pure yellow. But anyways. But we'll go over a lot more of that next week. Because we have a lot of teams to go over. We got a lot of teams. I'm not even sure how I'm going to be going over it in the beginning. Like, what do you guys think? Should we do, like, a whole separate video, like, every single week just on PvP teams? Or, because there are going to be a lot of repeat ones is the only problem I can see with it. Like, initially, we might need a lot of videos on it. But it's going to be very similar to, you know, like, most weeks. Like, there's a lot of overlap in teams. There will end up being a lot of overlap in teams in the sense of, you know, like, once we end up getting, like, the certain sets, like, there's only so many things you can end up running for, essentially. But anyways, what are we doing? We did that. Let's go take out Adventure Board. Actually, do I have a task to take out Adventure? Oh, gosh, I gotta do one more PvP. Because I lost that one fight in Guild War today. Gotta go out of our way to go do one whole PvP fight. That's not a big deal, though. We'll go take this gold while we're here. You know what? I'll even use, let's go with whatever here. When do, wait, what's the next week's Under Spire take place? It takes place in not Glacial, it takes place in Silverglade. It's a Silverglade restriction. Which means our best option is going to be, probably an Elspeth sacrifice? Now that I think about it, probably just sacrificing something pure color with Elspeth into the biggest damage source. Because what else does Silverglade have for, like, really good mana? Like, turn 1 really good mana? Because I'm pretty sure the best option is still, still using Empower, Prince Elspeth. Unless I'm forgetting one from the Kingdom. It's like they're only Empower. Or they're only good in power if they have more than one. Let me double check. I completely forgot off the top of my head. Yeah, what's Silverglade? Silver. Pretty sure Silverglade has almost nothing. Not that the Kingdom has absolutely nothing, but you know. Like for like quick kill. Yeah, it's literally just gonna be, you're just gonna Elspeth into an Amethyst. Or Amethyst. That's like the whole strategy pretty much. Assuming you have an Amethyst. His Will Niche is pretty bad. Christinix is okay. This is good, but you don't have the skull spam to go with it. Queen Aurora is pretty average. Yeah, like your main damage ideally will be hopefully own 1 or 2 Amethysts. The next best thing would be to use Vanya. Which isn't quite the same, but it would do effectively the same. Just way slower. But the main strategy would be to Elspeth kill probably a Silver Drake. Like start with a Silver Drake, kill your Silver Drake. Have that feed into Amethyst. Cast your Amethysts and then you win. So your team would likely be something along the lines, unless you want to run Hero on it. But otherwise your team would likely be double Amethyst, Elspeth, and a Silver Draken. Or even your Hero, I guess. You can start with Hero and get some extra bonuses. So you can run the Hero with a pure purple weapon, assuming this place has a pure purple weapon. Which I'm pretty sure it has at least one. Does it? Silverglade? Silverglade does indeed have a purple weapon. So you can just sacrifice the purple weapon. Any of them that you have. Staff of Magnus would probably be the easiest one to have. You just sacrifice that. You get a bunch of buffs. You'd even do it as like Death Knight class to get 4 times Death Mark on the enemy team. And then you're good to go. That's pretty much all you have to do. And then cast the Amethylases until you win. Oh yeah, we have a dungeon event this week. I keep forgetting. This is basically a no event week. Anyways, we did that. Did we finish Adventure Board? At least all the relevant ones? I think we did. Still need to go do one PvP fight, so I guess we'll do that now before I forget, as that is the only other objective we need for the XP booster. And I actually do plan on using that XP booster today. You know what? We'll take a hard fight. I say hard. It's actually just a higher range here. Well, it's actually not too much harder than what the other one would have been. This one's actually not that bad at all. Especially if we get our initial mana going. Which I believe we have. Alright, kill biggest threat. Kill next biggest threat. Get our mana up. And as match. If I could ever get the last of my mana. We don't have a Cascade over there. I can move that down though. I needed that mana accumulator. Come on, get your mana. You're so close, yet so far. Watch him transform it. Could you imagine if he actually went for it and got it? Imagine he like triple transformed a whole team. He can. Oh, you know, not triple transform each, but you know, transform each one independently. Well, there we go. Anyways, yeah, I do need to go use that XP booster at some point. Maybe soon. Actually, maybe we just run it while we're doing Volkies if we really want to. There's a 12-step event or something like that next week. Any idea what that is about? 12-step event. Not sure what you mean by a 12-step event. I am not sure which one you are referring to. Oh, so hello, Mr. Z. Welcome, welcome. What about the Trials team? Oh no, what was the setup? I can go check it again. I didn't actually look at it that well. What's the new Trials team? It's not even here. There's no Trials team even written here. It's still not written here. So I don't know what the Trials team even is. It's literally not even here. They haven't even posted it. Well, we'll find out tomorrow. Which makes sense. They didn't post the other half of the data either. Check the head start icon. Wait, what do you mean? The flash offer? That's not it. Head start. 5 arcane Sabercat shiny tokens. 2 lesser orb of glory. 4... Oh no, what's... I'm still not sure what I'm supposed to be looking at here. This is a normal offer. Nothing's out of the ordinary here. Other than the fact that the icon's not showing up. It says 12 chimes? I don't see 12 chimes anywhere here. Oh, that's just what the event is called, 12 chimes. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're referring to. This is just what the event is called. They all have a name. Every world event gets a name title. I normally don't bother saying what it is, but it's just a 12 chimes event where you earn minutes and chimes in order to get points. But it's the same as any world event. It's just called the 12 chimes head start because it's referring to the world event. But it's not referring to anything other than just a standard world event. It's just all of them have a special name that I normally don't refer to them as. I just refer to them as the world event. But they all do technically have a specific name each week. Similar to how every single week has a special event name. Which I normally mention that, but I don't normally mention the world event name. Like obviously this week is called The Eagle Has Landed. But that is different from what the other event is called. They both get a separate name each week. Anyways, okay, so what do we still have to go do? I need to go finish out Under Spire. Let me go do that now. And after that, I think we just open Volkies while doing like a 15-minute booster. Because I'm going to open 134 Volkies tonight. And we'll do that while doing a 15-minute booster, though it will take slightly longer than 15 minutes. Tyrion, what are you pointing to? I don't see your comment. Oh, there it is. 27-1 with Juan Diamantina and just shy of 54,000. Nice. It's not too bad at all. Alright, what am I looking for? I am looking for Underspire. Let's go finish out Underspire. So we are currently on the final floor, trying to get the final battles in. And if we can get some juicy dead ends, we definitely want to go get some dead ends. I saw a lot of dead ends this week, so might be able to get some extra value from our torches. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I still forgot to go buy more off stream. Because every single day during the day, when I'm supposed to normally remember, we've been doing that other stream. And because of that, I keep forgetting. So I need to go do that probably right now before I forget. So let me go hide it real quick. And then we'll magically have like 5 more lanterns. I'll do that right after this fight so I don't forget. Because I actually need 2 lanterns and I only have 1 lantern left. I guess I could just not lantern the final fight, but honestly, if there's any week to do it, it would be this week. I need that Dragonite. It's like 50 extra Dragonite. Obviously, I'm not doing it just for that. I'm doing it more so... Actually, for the pet orb. Oh yeah, and as Emernator mentioned, if you feel free to leave a like on stream, helps a lot and it's greatly appreciated. Oh yeah, we will be handing out a Vault key. I was going to hand it out during Vaults because we're only doing 1 tonight. We haven't quite gotten to the Vaults yet. So if we somehow get a new legend off of the things in Underspire, I'll do that as well. I'll hand out an extra code tonight if we somehow get a single legend in Underspire. Even if it's a repeat. So ideally not a repeat. Alright, before I forget, let me go add some more of these little thingies. One moment. How do I do this? I need to click a button and then click a bunch of other buttons. Okay, first I click that button. Then I click this button. Then I click this button. Loading, loading, loading. Screensaver, go. Alright, now we should magically have 5 lanterns. There we go, 5 lanterns. Aha! The power of magic. The strongest card in the game, the credit card. Alright, this is obviously a dead end. A double dead. Okay, so there's no point in going over there. So it's either up or up. So we'll go this way first. Do we have any alignment here? Not really. Take a blue. I'm still not sure why this is on our team. I had it here initially because it was like, oh, we could quick kill the earlier fights. We are way past the earlier fights. Just a little bit. Though there's no way to put finesse on the team, so I don't know. I guess we could put another yellow link if we really wanted to, like double yellow link instead of double finesse. But it won't really make that much of a difference. I don't think we're really struggling to get full mana here. Oh no, it missed. You always hug your team. Wait, why didn't it... You guys saw that, right? I'm not going crazy? Am I going crazy? Wait. Didn't I just do this fight? Did I not just do this fight right there? But what happened? Am I that out of it today, or have I found a new glitch? Did I not just do this exact fight right here? Because I know I didn't do that one. I know I didn't do that one. I know I didn't do that one. It can't be possible to have done that one because you need that one to get to that one. Close game, reopen? Okay, wait, hold up. True. True, true, true. Let me try that real quick. Because I am pretty sure I just did that battle. Hello, A-Back. Welcome, welcome. Alright, does it say that I've done the battle now? Sure hope so. Okay, there we go. Yes, closing the game, restarting the game does work. Aha. That makes sense, I guess. A little bit of a weird glitch. I've never seen that happen before. I guess it was because I bought some torches. So to punish you for spending money on the game, it glitches out. Let's see. We'll throw that down. And that's exactly what I went from first. If any of you are wondering why I was targeting that baby dragon, or the egg, and same as why I'm targeting this, they have a revive chance. And they have a 25% and a 50% chance to revive respectively. AKA 90% and 100% chance to revive. Throw that down, throw that down. Throw that down. But you should always go for revivers first, just in case they do revive. Obviously, it's not that often, but when they do, it's annoying. Very annoying. Yeah, restarting the game seems like it fixed everything. I've never seen that glitch happen before, though I guess I also haven't really tried buying torches midway through a battle. Or not midway through a battle, but you know, midway through doing some amount of battles. That was likely what causes it. Oh, I just got frozen on first slot. That's actually exceedingly problematic. Because if that dies, we have a chance of losing. This is why I should run double Egress. Because just in case the first one dies, we have a backup. Worst comes to worst, we'll have the Harpy Mage there. Come on, you got this. 1 HP, that's all you need. That's plenty enough. If anything, that's almost too much HP. I wonder if they would ever add a mechanic where you do more damage as you're more damaged. We somewhat have that on some troops, but not to a degree that's good. Be a fun high-risk, high-reward mechanic, though I'm pretty sure they would never add it. Because there will eventually be a very absurdly broken meta. Not when it first comes out, but like 2 years after it comes out. There'll be a team that will just absolutely decimate everything. If they ever release such a mechanic to a degree that's actually useful. These are some troops that do it based on missing HP. But not to any meaningful way. You're guessing PvP is more like Underworld? Should be easy for who loved it. Oh yeah, PvP is definitely going to be easier going forward. Maybe not Guild War, because they still need to rework that. But actual, like, standard PvP, like, you know, ranked PvP as you know it today, is going to be ultimately easier after the patch. Like, the second that patch goes out, PvP will become at least 50% easier. Like, I will actually do PvP again. We haven't done it in what feels like forever and a half. But we will actually partake in the PvP system once more. And honestly, the first several will probably, maybe even the whole time, we'll see. At least definitely the first several. Like, the first couple months or so. I feel like we will try to get, like, rank 1 in whatever bracket we're in. Like, hit one of those top 3. Maybe not, like, number 1. Because there will be someone who will just go for an absurd amount of time. But we'll try hitting the upper range. Like, ideally one of those top 3. Because if you only have to compete with 30 people, that shouldn't be that bad at all. To get one of the top 3. Especially early on when it's going to be way easier. I can see that being a bit more difficult as you get to, like, the highest of highest ranks. But really early on as you're climbing the ranks, it should be really straightforward. Ooh, Merchant. Not ideal. Yeah, the amount of team slots you're going to need as of next patch is a lot. Like, I might need to start keeping a spreadsheet. I don't currently keep a spreadsheet, but I might need to start keeping a spreadsheet. For, like, every color. Every color, every troop type. Just because saving them all is just not going to be worth it. Especially if you still have to save Guild War teams and all the other ones separately. Because the team that you would use for Yellow Guild War Day is not the team you would use for Yellow PvP Day. if that makes sense. Despite them both being yellow PvP, they are two very different battles what you're trying to counter. Because one, you're trying to fight other pure yellow teams as quickly as possible, which opens up the use of books. It opens up the use of, mostly books. Technically other things, but realistically, you know it's mostly going to be books in the current state of the game. It mostly opens up the ability to use book just as the enemy uses book against you. So it's going to open up you offensively being able to use books instead of defensively, which is quite a bit different than how you play current Guild War. Because the way that you play any given color Guild War day is you versus book. The way that you would play same color versus same color is your book versus getting mana quicker. No, it's not going to be all book teams, though. Like, Grey King should be able to hard counter book pretty easily. And that's covering half the color. So brown, purple, and brown, or brown, purple, and blue all have that as an option. As far as some other color days, I'm trying to think what might be some really good hard counters for the other 3 days. Yellow has Rope Dart, which could be interesting for some things. Especially if the enemy's Rope Dart isn't stealthied. Which is actually pretty common not to happen. Obviously, you have infinite egress for that, so I guess that won't even matter. I don't know. There's a lot of things we have to mess around with. But that's what we'll do once the patch comes out. A lot of things to mess around with for every single color day, too. And what's kind of cool, too, is I believe all of them are simultaneous. So you can just do whatever, whenever. And there's no limit to them, either. So it's not like Guild War, where it's like, oh, you only get to practice, like, 5 times a week. Or, you know, 5 times a month, essentially. Whenever time Guild War comes around. But no, you could do them infinitely. Like, the yellow restriction, you could play it, like, 100 times in a day if you want. I wouldn't advise doing so, but you could. There's nothing stopping you. Anyways, what am I doing here? I'm doing a lantern on this guy, and then I'm doing a lantern on that guy, and then I'm going to use my last 5 torches to try to find dead end rooms, and hopefully we find a ton. Because I think we've seen many, many, many of them. I might even throw down an extra 100 just to find some extra, though I'm running really low on gems, so we'll see about that. Anyways, let's go run this team, and just because I have no confidence in egress whatsoever, I'm adding a second egress. And because I have no confidence in that egress, I am adding a third egress. And just in case, I'm good to know. But I think that's an adequate number of egress. I think we got slightly less magic, but we have more not die. Actually, you know what? Like, adds even more not die? Wait. Let me add a Harpy Mage right there. Now we are invincible. If this team dies, there's something wrong. Now I just need my banner to be yellow-brown or so. Plus 2 yellow, plus 1 brown, minus something useless. There we go. And there we go. That's the team. Egress, Queen Zachi for infinite resummon. An Egress that won't ever die. And a cattle just doing empower thingies. Oh, did I make sure to use a lantern there? Or did I accidentally use a torch? Oh, good. I did use a lantern. I mean, I did use a... Yeah, lantern. That's the right term. Alright, we're fine. Because if I use a torch, I might actually run away from this fight. Because this is for the double gold. It'd be worth wasting a lantern in order to get double gold. I mean, sorry, wasting a torch to get double gold. I mean, not wasting a lantern. Alright, I'll throw that down. Get her poke. Get her poke. All of the pokety pokes. I'm gonna ignore Queen Zachi's on her team. I keep trying to like AoE, but then there's a stealthy on the enemy team and then it ruins everything. It's like, oh, well, I won't be able to do that now. Will I? Why did I click? I clicked. There we go. The clicker isn't clicking. Actually, my clicker actually did break down the other day. Because I'm still not used to it. Because I think the batteries for the clicker die like once a year, if that. And it always throws me off when I'm like clicking to do the clicker for the TV or anything else. And it's like, wait, why is this device not working? You're supposed to have like infinite battery life. And I just replaced out the batteries. But I'll click for like a minute straight thinking, maybe I'm just doing the wrong angle or something else. And then it's like, oh yeah, it's just dead. Should probably go get another battery. Look, I have more AAA batteries than I know what to do with in this house. Let's see. What am I doing here? I need to go update my orb number. Oh yeah, it's almost time to stop updating the orb number. Tonight might actually be the final night now that I think about it. Because as soon as next patch hits, I'm pretty much considering that the 1 year mark of how long we've had the orbs. As it'd be 1 year since the last December patch, and that's when the orbs came in. So that'll be our final count after Tuesday then. Or wherever we're pretty much at by Monday night. We'll be, or pretty much, honestly, by the end of the stream, whatever the orb numbers say at the bottom, that's basically the 1 year mark. Which is sad. I'm gonna miss keeping track of the orbs. No, not the ingot ones. Those can those are pointless. But I'm gonna miss keeping track of all the glories and everything. I guess we theoretically still could keep track of it, but I don't know. I tend to just do them for a year just so we kind of get a general idea for how long or how many we can get. But anyways, what am I doing? I'm using a lantern on this guy, and then infinite looping the Diamantina. I said hello, Paul. Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. I know we can keep track of other stuff. I don't know. What do we keep track of next patch, though? I don't feel like we have a good resource to keep track of. Like, obviously, it's all the PvP changes, but that's not really a resource. I guess you can keep track of VP. But, I don't know. VP is a weird resource to keep track of because it's not really a resource. It's kind of like a point system to unlock stuff. It's not a resource in a traditional sense. Like, you don't hoard VP from week to week. It's just simply something that unlocks other things. I guess you can keep track of the silver and the gold thingies, but I don't know, you're not really getting them from any one specific thing. Whereas it's very easy to say, like, oh, orbs, random orbs, or, you know, random red orbs, keep track of all of them, and that's what was our number for all those orbs. Like, that's really easy to do. But the problem with the other two material, other than the fact that they're adding another third one at some point down the line, is that, which would mess up with the numbers if you're tracking it for a whole year. Because one of them, some of them would be for a year, some of them wouldn't be. But the other issue that ends up arising is just how many different ways you're going to end up getting them ultimately. While all of them are from a result of PvP, there are different methods within the PvP that give you the points. It's not like you just do one thing, like, you know, open orb, get resource kind of thing. It's at least 3 different methods, if not more. You get them from your dailies, you get them from your... you get them from just doing PvP matches from the ranks that you end up getting. You get them if you make a certain rank threshold, like if you make second place, first place in your threshold. You get it if you make a global rank across the entire game. If you get top 1,000 or top 100 or top 25, you get them from probably other means that they'll add later down the line when they add the third currency. You could even buy them, which adds a whole nother layer. Like, there's no, like, one direct way. So it definitely won't be the resource we could really track that well. Hey, another 100 Dragonite. Ah, there we go. Anyways, I have 5 torches left. Let's go find some dead-end rooms. And then we'll go open Vault Keys until the number says 0. Let's see. What are we doing here? This looks like a double dead-end room if I've ever seen one. Wait, or is it? Wait, maybe it's not. Maybe I've never seen one. Oh, no, it is. This one's a double dead-end room. Track how many dragons or legendaries you still need. Well, we're going to get all the dragons pretty much immediately within the first week. Because if I don't get them on the day of release, I'll have them by the week of release. Oh, only a tier 1. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, no, no, no. I thought that was a tier 5 for a second. Oh, no. It faked me out. Do I even bother with that at the moment? I will if I run out of all torches. If I run out of all possible abilities, we will take that one. But for now, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this one should be double dead end as well. If we run out of all options and have 1 torch left, I'll go back to that little tier 1 one. Watch, I'm skipping him. He'll be the one that actually drops the legend. He'll be the one. We are coming back for him. We're just skipping him for now. This is a temporary skip. That's a lot of skulls. Come on, one more, one more. Kill him out. Did we get it? Not good enough. I'll just take it manually. No! Why are we getting trolled with only tier 1s? Because if I take both the tier 1s, I can't take anything else right now. Unless I get a torch from one of the tier 1s. That's a pretty bad reward to be hoping for from one. And there's another 2 that we could take over here. I'm going to do it just to luck. I'm just going to peek. And if we see like a tier 5, I have to see an epic or above. If we see an epic or above, or a double over here, I'll go spend the extra 100 gems for it. But if we don't, then I guess we are just taking the other 2. There's no way there's nothing here, though. It really just comes down to, is it higher value? We'll find out. Because we can spend 100 gems to check 5 more of them if we want. But that's also 100 gems basically being wasted just to check 5 of them. How many clickers do I own? 2 of them. One for the streaming TV, and one for the just sit there and be TV. Not sure what to describe the other TV. Just normal TV things. Is Tribute ready? It might be. I'll go check. Oh. That's not much better. That's only a tier 2 room. Hey, 33 gems. Nice. Or 32 gems, 33 tribute. Alright. What are we doing? We're doing, being disappointed by our dead end rooms. Is what we're doing. Do I even bother throwing another 100 gems? I would literally be throwing it for a tier 1 room. To check one single tier 1 room. It's probably not worth it. Unless one of these gives us just free torches. In which case, well, I don't even need to buy more either. In that situation. But yeah, if one of these gives us more torches, I could check the other one, I guess. What do we got? Come on, legend. That's not a legend or torch. You know, that first one we found is guaranteed to be a, you know, if I skip this, there's a 100% chance that is a legend. So I probably should take it. It will guarantee be the legend if we skip it somehow. Okay, fine. We'll throw some more torches. I'm just too certain that will be the legends. There's one random common room right here. It's either going to be pure disappointment or a legend. There's nothing in between. It is pure disappointment. Alright, we have 4 torches left. Gotta use these very efficiently. And luckily I see a spot right there that looks pretty efficient. Wow, how do we have so many good double dead ends everywhere? Well, I don't mean good as in what we get from them, but I mean good as in... like, they're just sitting there ready for us to take with one single torch. They just should be straight to a double dead end. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Wait, how is this a 6 off? That means these are 7. Because that's primary path. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, never mind. I miscounted one. No. This one is not primary path. Hold up. Oh, no. This is primary path. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I see what's happening here. I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay, that would be why the count is so off, I was going to say. Should still be double dead end, though. And then we'll go open the vault keys. Actually, we'll hand out a code and then do the vault keys. Alright, come on, something good. So far, every dead end has been tier 1 or tier 2. Really? Another tier 1. I'm not sure if there's anywhere I can go with only 2 torches. I'll go double check the map, though. Maybe it's going to be 3 torches. We could get one refunded here. Or who knows? Maybe it's the legend. What do we take here? Let me just grab some yellow. Also, for these battles, I might as well just put Zachi in first slot. It's not that big a deal. What did we get? More disappointment? Oh, actually, that's surprisingly good for a tier 1 thing. We got a single Anu from a tier 1. Not the best reward out there, but honestly, for a tier 1, that might literally be its best loot in there. So I'll take that, I guess. Alright, where can we go for 2 torches to get a guaranteed dead end that's likely an actual dead end? So far we scouted all of this, we scouted all of that. We almost full scouted this whole place now with these extra torches. We scouted all of that, we scouted all of that. That one's too close to the path, so 2 off is not going to work. Anywhere we can go where 2 off is pretty much guaranteed a dead end room. Well, that's already scouted, that's too close. That one technically is, but I don't feel like it would be. But I feel like I should check. But that's one of those locations where it feels like it's not going to have anything. But I still feel like I should check it. Because this one's definitely not going to go anywhere. You'd have to go at least 3 to get there, which we do not have. This one, same thing. You're going to probably take 3 to get there. So, as weird as it may seem, I'm going to click on this one random room right here. Because otherwise, we pretty much full scouted the whole place. I'm very... Like, obviously, this has to be a room. Like, there's no question. That's a dead-end room. The question is it a dead-end room that has loot? And I feel like the answer is no. I'm just double-checking I didn't miss any, like, really obvious ones somewheres. Because that one's going to take too far. There's honestly not that many paths left. We pretty much full scouted the place this time around, surprisingly, for only, like, 120-something. We pretty much full scouted the place. Oh! Oh, no. If I do it here, and then there, that could be double dead end, but I would need 3 to get there. Well, technically 4, in case it's double dead end. I'd be able to see them, but I wouldn't be able to take them, which is pretty pointless. So yeah, I think this is our best bet. I can't think of anyone better. Because we know 100% that this is a dead end room. It's more so, is it a dead end room that has anything in it? Because it could just be, you know, a nothing dead end room. But it could also be a loot dead end room. We'll go check it, might as well. It's right next to the final boss room. Might have something. And then after that, we'll go throw a billion Volkies. Specifically, I think 134, which is actually isn't that many, but throw every last Volky we have. So far, every single day this weekend, we've been going for a different key. Friday, we got 11 mythics and did all glory keys. Yesterday, we did all the gold key ratios, and apparently it only takes about 35,000. Also, I think I said 45,000 last night. I mean 35,000, as in a 35000. It takes about 35,000, give or take about 5,000, to get every common in the game max, which is way lower than I thought it was. Like, way lower. I was expecting to be like 50,000 to 100,000, if not a little over 100,000. But it was pretty consistent, like 40,000, way more than enough to get every common in the game maxed. Not one common, every single common simultaneously maxed. I would take that over. Grab that. Which I guess it makes sense based on how many commons there are in the game. I always keep thinking there's a lot more, but there's honestly not that many. Alright, moment of truth. No! I'm not even going to use the last torch. Not even going to use it. Unfortunate. That means we just spent 100 gems to get a single Anu token. Under Spire, I hate this thing sometimes. I actually do enjoy Under Spire a lot. Though the dead end rooms are almost more of a bad thing than a good thing. Because they make you waste so many more gems. Which I guess to some degree is by design. But, yeah, it's mostly those legends in it that's annoying. Like, if it's just, like, generic loot, it'd be like, okay, yeah, let's just go fun little mechanic. Maybe I'll take them sometimes, maybe I won't. But the fact that there's legends we have to get basically means we just have to, like, force spawn them every time, because we're still missing, the 4 of them. I only have red and purple. And obviously we still need the other 4. Also, they still haven't fixed a troop art for that. They're fixing that, next patch. One of these things troop art is wrong. I think it's this one. Yeah, this guy has the wrong troop art, I'm pretty sure. This one I think is correct. Or is this one they need to change? They just literally copy-pasted the same one. I'm not sure what happened there, but they are aware of it. It's being changed, assumably next patch, unless they forget about it. Anyways, alright. Final thing. Let's go run an EXP booster and throw 134 Volkies. We go set up our team real quick before I start the EXP booster. And obviously we're just running one-shot Diamantina. This is not the best way to use our EXP booster, but I don't want to waste any time, so we're just going to do it simultaneously. It's not the best value we'll get from it, but as long as we were one-shotting everything, it's not going to be that slow. Not going to be the quickest way, obviously, compared to like Dust Devil one-shotting everything. But it will be quick. Hey, 120 gems already, look. We'll repair that gems over 20,000 in no time. Alright, let's go open them. Where is my EXP boosters? Over here. Collect, and we're on the clock. 15 minutes. Go, go, go. Technically, this will actually take longer than 15 minutes, I'm pretty sure. But then again, how many battles can we normally do per minute with this team? I want to say 3, though. Depending on things, maybe 4. It's definitely at least 3 a minute. It give or takes depending on many factors. Oh! I finally found it! Anyone looking for the Hanged Man? It has been in drop table for a little bit now, but there it is. I finally got my first Hanged Man. People were mentioning it was in drop table, and out of all the Volkeys we were opening earlier, we didn't find a single one. Well, our second Volkey, we found one. It is a bit rare. Because we opened hundreds, and that's finally our first one. But obviously I already own it. But that's the first one I've ever gotten from the Volkey drop table. So if I didn't get it through the campaign pass, that would have been the first one we ever had. But of course we already got it from the campaign thingy. Speaking of which, I never did cover a video on that one Mythic. Perhaps I should go do that before we have to cover a billion videos on 7.3. Because if I don't do it by tomorrow, it is not being covered. So I should probably cover it sometime tonight and or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow, realistically. So I'm actually kind of tired. I might just take a nap and just record everything in the morning. Obviously, we'll cover the weekly video first and then cover the Mythic a bit later. You went through 370 keys without finding it last week? Yeah, I think it took me about 500 to 600 until I found it. Well, we did eventually find it. Add it to the spreadsheet. You thought code was before Volkeys? Oh yeah, let me go do that. I was going to hand out code like right about now. I just need the other computer to be a little bit less slow while I multitask this during the loading screens. Alright, let's see. Let me grab the code. Okay, code section's currently trying to load. Loading, 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 loading. I should have taken it the other way. I could have had full mana already. Got to my code section. Alright, loading screen. Go, 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 go. We can get like 3 actions in per loading screen. There we go, 3 actions in. Alright, now we get another 3 actions in. We'll be good to go. And now all I have to do is paste and then click enter. We got this. Alright, go, go, go. Click that. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, put that over there, put that over there. Oh, it's being slow, it's being slow. Wait. Okay, I need to wait until it wants to acknowledge the current location where it's trying to paste values. Now on the next one, we could click the paste button. And then possibly the enter. Let's see, click the paste. Let me wait till it comes up, just to make sure it comes up. And then we can click the enter. Slowly but surely, gosh. I eventually need to replace out that side computer. It is over a decade old at this point. Got it back in 2013. We're about to be in 2024. Oh no, the paste didn't work. Let me repaste. The cut worked, but the paste didn't work though. There we go. I think I got it. Hopefully that's a new one. It should be. Alright, now we click enter. There we go. All that to get the code in there. That was way more work than it should have been. There we go. Making thumbnails on that computer is sometimes just as annoying. The problem is it's been on all day and I haven't restarted it. It doesn't like to be on all day. I can't do that anymore. Not after a decade. Give it like 12 hours tops and it's like barely functioning. Hello, Eric. Welcome. Yeah, the Nintendo one is exclusive only to Switch, whereas the PC mobile one is cross-platform. Every single one of the console versions for this game is its own independent version. With PC mobile being the only like semi-cross-platformness, as well as pretty much the main version of the game. The only really bad thing about the Switch version is it's like perpetually forever like 9 months behind. Just by design of how often they can update the Switch and stuff like that. Making it a little bit of a different experience compared to playing on any other platform. It's still the same game ultimately, just in a weird update state, different than like every other version of the game. And that mostly has to do with how like Nintendo update policies work. Yeah, our goal the rest of the stream is to open every last Volkey we have until it's a 0. And that should get us officially above 20,000 gems. Which means between everything that we did the last 3 days, key opening-wise, we would have gotten 10,000 gems. Was it worth it just for that? Probably not. But we were also testing some other things while opening everything. Got some good data on some stuff that we weren't 100% sure on. Hey, level. Slightly a bad thing, because we're doing it midway through a thingy. There we go. Supernova. I haven't really been using that weapon that much. I know we were mentioning it in a different way. But I feel like I haven't used that weapon much since it came out. Also, we just got 4 key drops. We got event key, gem key, gem key. Have I chosen a new mic? No. I'm too indecisive. It happens every year. I'm like, I'm going to go get a new mic this year. And then I wait until, like, the holiday sales. And then I just don't decide on what I need. Because I don't know what I need. Like, I want to upgrade it, but I don't know audio quality enough to really, like, know what I need. But I definitely want to upgrade this thing at some point. Because this mic's, like, 7, 8 years old. Never replaced it once. Like, it's functioning fine, but, you know, there's better audio quality mics out there. It's pretty, like, middle to low-end mic. Not like a low-end mic, but, you know. Like, there are pretty better things we could be getting. Yeah, it's fine for what it needs to do. And I tend to be like that. I tend to not replace things until it's, like, completely broken beyond repair. But then I rush to replace it. A lot of times. And that was one thing I kind of wanted to replace a little bit beforehand. Because getting a better mic seems like something you probably shouldn't rush the day that you finally break your mic. Probably have one, like, ready to go before it breaks down. Hey, Glory, I need to go update the number. That is 175. That's not a 5, that is a 5. Nice major purple. Finally at the 100 mark as well. Down below 100, I should say. So I don't think we missed a single one-shot yet. And going forward, we kind of won't be. Especially once we have the double magic from Darkstone. Of which I could already put one in, I just haven't yet. I think I was going to save that for like the Tuesday stream or something. Because I think it was confirmed as of... oh gosh, why did it bring me all the way out of this menu? But I think it was confirmed as of about a week or 2 ago. That I believe in March, Darkstone will be the first Magic Kingdom that is purple to reach 30 star. So we can just at any point make it 30 star right now. Or not 30 star, but I can make it level 20 right now, which gives you 1 permanent magic. And I can get the other permanent magic, you know, when that happens. So I could be having 1 more magic or 2 higher damage on my Diamantina right now. Just by default. Just haven't bothered getting it. As well as everything we ever have, not just the Diamantina. But it affects this team in particular because this is a very finicky team to have exactly in kill range. Kind of like double casting Weaver and Guild War and stuff like that. Like, you have to be exactly in that hit range. Because the difference between needing to cast a whole additional time is so absurd. Between, like, if you need a triple Weaver compared to double Weaver, or double Diamantina instead of one Diamantina. It's a very big difference in time. Oh, I didn't get full mana. I'm like, wait, why is this button not working? I glitched my button. Now I was missing 2 mana. Did Vault get moved around? No, it's the same day. It was always going to be the weekend before Christmas. Whatever weekend that is still the weekend that is. Yeah, Bill, I saw your message. Oh, an ingot. That's annoying to update. Let's see. The most common ones. And they all still do nothing. I still have no clue why I bothered tracking them. Literally, the only reason I did is because they were new. Not because they were useful. Because obviously ingot orbs have never been useful. Well, unless you, like, literally just started the game. Or in a couple months in. But for anyone who's been playing the game prior to it existing, like, there is no point in them. It does help new players, though. So far, we haven't gotten anything too big. A lot of okay small drops, though. Oh, he's a couple mana short. Also, we'll hand out an extra code if we get any of the 3 really, really big orbs. By that, I mean gold, silver, or pet in the major variety. If we get any of those 3, we'll hand out an extra code. We'll have, like, probably about 15 attempts, if not 20. And between those, we have, like, what, 5% odds? 4% odds? Per orb. Well, per bigger orb. Yeah, a lot of small ones, though. It's like our 4th small glory. Adding up. Actually, I haven't bothered doing it yet. But I am pretty sure I have enough bronze glory orbs. Hey, some gems. I'm pretty sure we have enough bronze glory orbs to max every mythic to shiny level 1. Or not shiny level 1. I mean, bronze level 1. Because it must be pretty close at this point. We have to have like 100 something on reserve. We got a good handful of them. Just keep in mind that orb number over there, while it does count all 3, it doesn't count all the ones that we get from guaranteed drops. Like, for example, the one we get every single week from Spire. Like, that's not included in that 178 orb total, or the double silvers, or double golds, or anything like that. Anything that was guaranteed does not count in that number, only the random red orb ones. That's not actually our total... Like, it's the amount of total orbs of glory we've gotten as a result of red orbs. You know, the random chaotic ones, or chaos orbs, whatever they're called. But it's not the total we've ever gotten. It doesn't count any time you get guaranteed ones. As that'd be kind of pointless because, you know, the guaranteed. And the amount of guaranteed of each orb is quite a bit of a different ratio. as there's no guaranteed, for example, forging orbs, but there are guaranteed minion orbs, or at least a smaller one. There's guaranteed glory orbs, quite a few of them. And of course, they're not counted in the number. Honestly, so far, pretty average Volky opening. Nothing insanely good, nothing insanely bad. Pretty much like a dead average, what you'd expect for one. Hoping for a couple good drops, though. Haven't even hit the 300 gem one yet. We hit the 120 a couple times, though. And just the general key ones, which would save you gems in the long term if you still needed them. But we're kind of at the point where we don't really need gem keys or event keys anymore, particularly event keys. Honestly, I almost get more value from gem keys than I do with event keys these days. Just because they're usable on newer content, whereas event keys, not so much. Though event keys, I guess, are kind of useful when a new kingdom comes out like once or twice a year. Very rarely. So we're almost halfway done using the keys. Well, that being said, we can actually time how long that took then, using the XP booster. I don't know, let me go check. Because we're pretty much halfway there. And I can tell us pretty much how much time is going to take us to do the other side. Oh, major orb. Oh! We got it. We actually got it. 69. Oh, wait. That took us over 15 minutes? Oh. I thought Volkies were a little quicker than that. Gosh. But, there it is. That is our 64th Orbs of Minion. And we got a major 1%. The actual good 1%, not the very useless, other one. But yeah, let's go ahead and add a code. They'll give me a moment. It's going to be on slow motion. They'll go keep clicking it until it works. Give it a moment. Give it a moment. Give it a moment. Because we're not on a timer anymore because the XP booster's up. Give me a moment. Let's see. Clicking on it. Clicking the cut. I'm waiting for it to cut. I'm clicking on the chat so it'll recognize that that's where it's supposed to put something. Then I click the paste button and hope it actually puts something there. Otherwise, I might need to click it again and do the whole thing again. Okay, I did click there and paste. Does it do anything? Loading, 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 loading. Loading. It did nothing. Okay, let's try it again. Paste it again. It's on my copy paste. It just doesn't want to paste when I click paste. Alright, round 2. Loading, 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 loading. Gosh, this computer is so slow. That side computer. There we go. I think that's only posted once. We'll find out. Looks really long, but I think it's because of the numbers. Did I post that twice? Wait, why is that code like so long? Why is that like every single character that has like the widest length? I'm pretty sure that's one code. But gosh, is that a wide code? It uses like every possible widest character available. Wait, pull it, pull it? What's the pull for? How many Volt keys should Tastic go for? 100, 300, 500, or 1,000? Well, how many of Volt keys I go for next weekend is entirely determined by... Did I get all the dragons on Tuesday? If answer is yes, we're probably just doing 300. If answer is no, we're not stopping until we have enough Dragonite to get every gem dragon. Which could be over 1,000. So that's basically how we're doing it. Is pretty normal amount if we get them all by Tuesday, you know, launch day. And if we don't, then we are power grinding until we have enough Dragonite to get them all. Yeah, that's likely how we'll break it down. Because that'd be a good motivator to actually go do a ton. Because if we still need the gem dragon or celestial dragons. They were going to add a treasure map gnome that survives double iron ox. I highly doubt they would ever add a treasure hunt gnome. The only way they ever would is... Oh, I should have taken red. I could have got an extra turn there. The only way they ever would is if they completely overhaul how maps work. And they're probably not doing that anytime next year, so... If they do it, it'll be a while. The ingot number has been updated. Slowly but surely. Actually, it's way quicker to update it on this computer. Problem is multitasking it while also doing the battle. And not misclicking the wrong number that's literally right next to it. Oh, did we just get a free double kill? We are using a 7% insta-kill hero. It feels so rare that actually gets it, but it does get it occasionally. So hello, Jonian. Welcome, welcome. They only do that for their clue list, so the chances are pretty good. I know, right? No. Watch it first. They only give one type of dragon. I wouldn't be surprised. Honestly, I actually want to wait at least 30 minutes into the stream, like after the patch has already been out, to double check the forum to make sure people are actually getting them. Like, I'm definitely not opening them the second the patch hits. We're going to go over the patch, we're going to go over some things, mess with the PvP, and then a little bit into it, we'll double check the forum, double check global chat, mostly the forum probably, because there'll be some screenshots. And, yeah, we'll see how it is. As long as the Celestial Dragons are functioning on launch day, we will go for them. Assuming they are working as intended. And by that, I mean it'll give you 10 of each copy and 0 of one. You're gonna farm a bunch next Vault weekend so you can open them all next year. Nice. Honestly, most of mine I'm probably gonna be opening near immediately. Not literally during the Vault weekend. But like the Monday and Tuesday after next Vault weekend, I'm probably gonna open almost all of them. Kinda like what we're doing now, but for hours on end. Because we actually need the gems that are in them. And given that they just got buffed a year ago, it's gonna be a while before they get buffed again, if at all. That's what those orbs are that we keep track of. Slowpoke tails, yes or no? Oops, I clicked off. Reading Lester comment. It's because the gems are like drugs for Gems of War users. I don't know, normally I don't care that much about gems, but we're actually really low on them for once. But there's a lot of ways to farm them these days, so it's not that big a deal. I wish Treasure Hunt was a bit more of a viable path to farm them, though. It's a good viable early game way to farm them, but it falls off later in the game. By a lot. Come on, we're all for a good drop set. We're doing so good earlier. We even got a major pet earlier. Are we a tail eater or slowpoke rights advocate? Who says you can't be both? That's not a 9. That's also not a 9. I will eventually click the 9 somewhere on my keyboard. The problem is the keyboard is offset from where your hands would normally be on a keyboard. So I keep always misclicking. That should be a 9. There we go. That's still not a 9. I will eventually click the 9 key. There we go. It took several attempts. We got there, though. So we're getting so many diamonds from this that we can never use. I really hope there is another thing to use them on in the future that isn't just mythics. Like, it's such a useful thing that you can use them on, but it just feels so weird when you don't need them anymore. Because in theory, it's just such an absurdly valuable currency that then somehow becomes absurdly pointless out of nowhere. It's like one of the biggest drop-offs of any currency. Like, compared to when you need it to compared to not need it. It's just so good for the longest time, and then you reach a point where it's like, oh, this does nothing now. Like, you gotta go a long ways before that's the point. Like, in the current state of the game, realistically, if you're playing on an average amount of time, we're probably talking like years. However, you do reach that point where they don't do anything. Takes a long while, but you do get there. And it's possible to reach that point within a year if you, like, power grind vault events. Well, on average, I feel like it would take, like, 2 or 3 years, if not slightly longer. Hey, pet orb. Smaller one. Pet orb nonetheless, though. Also, I always call them pet orb. They're actually called Orba Minions. I always call them pet orbs, though. I never won't. Their official name is Orba Minions, though. Kind of like how I never call the orbs, like, Lesser Orba Glory, or, like, Greater Orba Glory. I just always call them Bronze, Silver, and Gold. It's just a lot easier to understand that way. Same as how pet orbs are easier to understand as pet orbs rather than a minion orb. It's not like you use them to upgrade minions, you use them to upgrade pets. Pull it? No. Why do you guys want me to pull so many weird things lately? I'm not gonna pull it. But in Puzzle Quest 3, minions are the pets? True. But in Gems of War, they're just called pets. Lester has corrupted us. Lester is definitely rather strange. It's a good strange, though. Oh, so thank you for the continued support, Florian. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Hello, hello, hello. Hope all's been well. Actually about to be wrapping up somewhat soon. Going for almost 2 hours, and our last goal to stream was to open every last Volkey we have. And we're currently doing it. We got a major pet orb earlier, too. 16 more to go. And of course, we're mostly doing this to try to stockpile a bit of gems. Should be over 20k by now for sure. We actually dipped under for the first time in a very, 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 very long time, which is why we're even opening all these keys this weekend. Between the glory keys on Friday, the gold keys yesterday, the last of our vault keys today. And next weekend's vault weekend, so I wanted to open it before then anyways. And once the next patch comes out, obviously we'll be full focus on that. We'll be doing a ton of PvP when that patch comes out as well. Some will be stream, some will be off stream, but honestly, I'm not sure. I might do like a big stream for it sometime this week. Prior to vault weekend, obviously. Because I don't want to like super grind PvP this week just because vault weekend. Like obviously during vault weekend, we're going to prioritize vault weekend. Oh wow, we finally didn't one-shot it for once. And if we did have that extra damage, it would have been dead. If I would have done it, it would have been dead. If I would have went and upgraded Darkstone, which I could do right now, that would have killed him. Tempting, very tempting. I'll probably do it this Tuesday. I kind of want to do it on the patch stream. Go for the extra magic bonus permanently. Alright, the final 10 keys, down to single digits. If anyone else has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, do let me know. And tomorrow night, we'll go and mess with all the events. And it'll be our last stream prior to 7.3. Because 7.3 is almost guaranteed it's Tuesday. Who knows? It could even be Monday. But realistically, it is Tuesday. Ooh, a major orb of ingots. That is just as useless, but bigger. Ingots are one of those weird currencies that they added, and it just didn't have any good sync whatsoever, like at all. To this day, there's still none. I think the weirdest non-existent sync for them is that they were never used to be able to create forging scrolls. I'm very surprised that mythic ingots were never needed at any point to create forging scrolls, which are basically just bigger versions of mythic ingots. Instead, it was just curse runes and other weird material, to the point where they literally had to make orbs for them because they didn't bother making it through other material, instead of just making it through the other material. Even if it still requires some curse runes, it's just so weird that it doesn't require any mythic ingots at all. Because it would have been the next natural step of their upgrade process. And for whatever reason, they never did it. Anyways, guys. The final key. Can we get anything good? Come on, at least a major orb so we can see something fun. I always pull one thing per stream. There was a point when I was going to. It's just hard to have... when we're streaming literally every single day, it's just hard to have something to pull every single day that isn't just completely pointless of a pull. Hey, we got a lesser orb of glory. Honestly, for a final orb, that's not too bad. Out of everything we could have gotten from that, that is by far not the worst. And it's 180 orbs total. But there we go. Wait. That wasn't enough to get us to 20,000? No way. Was that seriously not enough to get us to 20,000? Alright, new plan. Let's open some glory keys. I'm going to open glory keys until we get a mythic or 20,000, whichever one happens first. Quick. I got to repair that up. That can't stay that way. Oh, we got a mythic. Do we have 20,000 yet? Yay! They both happened at the same time. There we go. We now have 20,000 gems, and we just got a mythic with it. How convenient. Also, why on earth did my Chrome just crash on my other computer? What on earth is happening? Oh, it's not crashing. It's just being extra laggy. Gosh, I need to go shut off the other computer. But anyways, guys. The other computer needs a rest. But we're going to go out here for tonight. We will be back tomorrow. Same time as always. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. Mostly just going to be going over all the weekly stuff, or, you know, messing with all of it. We'll be doing the trials for for Silverglade. We'll be covering the weekly video. Maybe a little bit later. I'll try to get up pretty early, though, if I can. But I might be napping in, because I've been honestly waking up pretty early lately because of these streams we've been doing for the Dokapon thing. So I might sleep in just a little bit tomorrow. And I also plan to hopefully cover 2 videos tomorrow. One will be the standard weekly one, and the other one will be on the new mythic. The new mythic being that of, gosh, I forgot his name, because he was pretty relevant. You know him, you've seen him here. The guy that does 1 billion hourglasses. This guy, the Kronos. What are we doing on Kronos? He technically came in last week's Monday. Technically tomorrow's Monday. And if you're playing free to play, you'll see him sometime next year. Maybe like March, April, sometime around there. But anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful one for the rest of your week. I'll catch you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping by as always. Greatly appreciate it. I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.